All right, now obviously if you've got knee issues or back issues, we're not going to go full range. We're going to go through as far as we can. Now this is just a nice little stretcher. Don't think of it as an exercise per se, but just a good way to loosen yourself off. So we're going to go into a deep squat. Now what you can do is hold on to something, either a post, a door frame, or the kitchen sink, holding on and just making sure you're nice and stable, feet hip width apart. And we're just going to stick that bottom out first, so we don't want the knees to come forward, keeping the knees back. We're just going to slowly coming down and see how far you can go. Now I can go all the way down. If in this position you start to feel tight, then we need to stretch and loosen off a bit more. If it feels comfortable, then move on. If you do have pain doing the squat, then obviously just go to the point. So we're going to sit in this position here, and we're just going to just do some gentle little pulses. Now when you do this, I want you to feel yourself lowering yourself down just as far as you can go. Don't go through pain. All right, now if you have knee pain, what we want to do is we want to take the pressure off the knee. So to get that pain away from the knee, we don't want the knees to come forward, we want to keep them back. So we're going to bias the hips. So biasing the hips, we're going to push the bottom back as far as you can. This should take the pain away from the knees. However, if you have pain in the back, what we want to do is we want to take the pressure off the lower back by biasing the knees. So the knees want to come forward. So as you're coming down, if you've got a sore back, allow the knees to come forward, not past the toes, and we're just going to slowly lower yourself down. Getting a nice stretch is fine, but pain we don't want to go through. And again, just nice and small, nice and easy little pulses. Now let's put it all together. With a squat, we want to do two movements. So this is where it becomes a little bit complex. We want to allow the knees to come forward whilst the bottom goes back. We're going to put it together and they want to go at the same time. So what tends to happen is if you have pain in the knees, what you tend to do is stick the bottom back. If you have pain in the lower back, you tend to want to move those knees forward. What we need to do is we need to put them together, so we're going to allow the knees to go forward, but stick the bottom back at the same time. Now what you should hopefully notice is those knees are not going over the toes, they're staying behind the toes, and I'm sticking the bottom back as far as we can go. Now again, for some of you might think that it's not a proper squat. Yes, we're not lifting any loads. What I am doing is we're making it a stretching exercise rather than a lifting exercise. So we're going to come back, sticking that bottom down, and just getting that nice little stretch. So you might get a very subtle little stretch in the hamstrings or in the lower back, and just work yourself down until it feels comfortable. Now ideally what you want to be able to do is you want to be able to stand there without holding on. So that's why we hold on as we start, and as you get better and get better range and strength, you're going to be able to do that without holding.